What is going on, members? I hope everybody enjoyed their weekend. I know that we had such a great week last week, and we've just been on fire. Honestly, if you've been keeping up, you know that we haven't literally lost a trade, and God knows. And let's just keep up that let's keep up that momentum starting this week. Now, keep in mind, guys, this week is Brexit week. So there are major, news happening that could fluctuate with how technical analysis works. With that being said, if you are a member of the robot and you are using the robot, don't even worry about that. You having the news indicator that's provided for the robot as well. Well, excuse me, guys. Well, pause the robot 30 minutes before and resume the robot 30 minutes after high impact news, so you don't have to worry about that. But so let's start breaking down the market now. A lot of people were messaging me, what's going on with the market? Everyone's waiting on the market breakdown to happen, and we closed at such a crucial point, guys, that I literally didn't want to put out the market breakdown just yet because I wanted to see where market would open. Cool. So, looking at the 1 hour chart, let's just zoom out for a minute, okay? Let's look at the bigger picture and what's going on. Okay, so you guys can see this trend line over here, very respected. This zone that I'm gonna actually extend. Right here, because we're going forward with that. So you guys see price, from the high and the low on the Fibonacci is hitting the 61. That was a huge resistance that it actually opened underneath, which only tells me a few things. Okay. First off, even though price opened underneath, you guys know that most of the time price will climb back up to the close, right? Which actually, let me go to the 1 hour because there is a wick. Okay. So let me get this out of the way first off because that already hit take profit to absolute precision. But so what it looks like from here, guys, is that market opened up underneath. So what this tells me is that it's going to go back up, right? Now, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe, with this Brexit, you don't have to trade, but I know I'm going to be trading regardless of the market, right? And what it is that this is actually going to rise back up because a huge drop like that, I'm waiting on a retest of the EMAs, right? You're always waiting on that retest. In fact, market opening underneath this zone is only just a major trap move, guys. It's literally just a major trap move. Opening up underneath, everyone now is like, oh, well, it broke this resistance level. So, I mean, it must be, gonna go down lower. But in reality, it's not. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to delete this, guys. Sorry. All right, whatever. But moving on. So if you guys want to enter a trade right here, let's go with your long position. So I would definitely suggest until right here, okay, which is 0.8948 for the take profit. And stop loss, now this could easily come down to this trend line, this counter trend line over here, and then bounce up in the long term. However, we're going to take this trade regardless. And say worst case scenario, it does hit stop loss down here. You're only losing, 20 pips, and we'll just literally buy again and get more profits in that case. So now that was on 1 hour, but let me go into the 15 to kind of clear it up for you guys. So price, doubled over here. It went dropped first rise, right? kind of second rise over here. Well, this could be the second rise, but then you're expecting this to actually come up more. So it honestly looks like it's going to come up to this zone, probably drop down a little bit more. It's just to kind of think everybody that is going to be a bearish momentum. Might even make a newer low from where market open, but ideally it's going to go back up here to test the 200 EMA. So this is a trade right here. You can pause it and kind of see where stop loss and take profit is. Moving on to Euro JPY. Now, guys, I told you guys to close this trade. It was already in profit. Now, the reason why I said to close it so early is because I don't think Euro JPY is actually going to reach down this level at this point. With how it's acting, with Euro JBP and Euro USD, this honestly looks like it's just going to start rising from this point, which is why I think Euro JPP is also going to start rising from that point, because it looks like Euro JPY is just going to start flying up. Now, how I see this happening is I see this actually coming down and coming up and hitting this zone, so making that higher high, and then hitting this line. Okay, now, like I said, with Brexit coming, right, with how everyone is being scared of the market, this easily could come down to this zone, and let me draw that up for you guys, but then start rising up. Okay, I can see that very clearly, but so you guys see it's kind of a zone actually, because it's market price doesn't hang out in that area. You guys can see right here. Okay, even a huge wick on this one just confirms, and the close above it is perfect. So I do see this maybe rising straight away or coming down to this zone before a rise happens. So getting into a long position, price right here. Let's put, this is kind of a longer trade than usual, so you can put 60 pips stop loss. Now, guys, make sure you use the right proper lot size management. But yeah, essentially you're entered in and you take profit. I would say the zone first before maybe another retest of this area before rising up more. But yeah, so this looks like a fairly good trade. I'm already in it. Keep in mind, guys, all these trades that I give you, I'm already in. I'm just kind of explaining to you why I'm in there. And you guys can see on the 15-minute chart, this could be its actual, this zone is just respected. If I, even push it up a little bit more, you guys will see that it's been respected many times. So let's continue on to Euro USD. Now, as many of you know, is even though I give you guys take profits and stop losses, most of my trades run with no stop loss. This trade, I guess it could have hit stop loss. For me, it didn't. And for people that know me that don't use stop loss, you hit take profit. Now, if you did hit stop loss, that's okay. You basically lost on a little bit. But in reality, I'm really confident in my trades, and that's why I kind of always never use a stop loss, which I wouldn't recommend, especially if you're using major lot sizes. So you guys got to be careful with that. But sent it back. Cool. So that way you guys can see the charts a little bit better. But guys, check this out. I literally called this rise, right? It probably went up a little bit more just to kind of test everybody's stop losses, which makes sense. And then I called this drop, but guess what? I'm also calling this rise up again. So this is from last market breakdown. And guess what? I still stand corrected, because look at the market, guys. In this area right here, December 18th, it hit it, dropped, hit it, dropped, hit it, dropped, hit it, dropped, and it finally went through it. So when it went through it and made higher highs, right, and it dropped down here, right? Now keep in mind where my Fibonacci levels are. Yeah, so close to close, and you guys can see that market is not only testing the 200 EMA on the 1 hour chart, but it's actually also on the 61 Fibonacci level, which brings me even more confidence that all the pairs will just start rising up from this point. Now, where should you take profit? It's simple. Okay. Now, for Euro USD, we're going to go take profit at the 78 Fibonacci, which is at 1.1504. Stop loss, simply just underneath. You're only risking 20 pips. You're looking to make 50 pips, guys. Literally, I drew this up last market breakdown, and I'm still very confident in it happening. But so going on to XRP, and I wanted to kind of, I'm gonna remove this. Take profit was hit already for those trades for the target one, but you guys can kind of see XRPs, and I'm gonna actually share a news article that I read today about XRP. But essentially, let me go to the 4 hour. It's kind of a little bit clearer that way. Essentially, what we're looking to happen for XRP, guys, is check this out. So this is back when it was back down here. It always rejected. So if I go on a daily, you guys will see that 28 cents has rejected 3 times in total. So it being at 31 cents is literally beautiful. It's so beautiful for you guys to actually enter. And I want to actually show you guys something really cool, which I'm pretty sure, yeah. So let me just delete this wedge over here just because consolidation was already over and we already targeted from that. Okay. But how is that trend line looking? Okay. So yeah, it was broken. So I'm actually going to keep this trend line because chances are price might come down and test this trend line. Maybe a wick through it, or maybe not even through it at all. Excuse me. But because, look at this, guys. Would you look at that? Right? Price looks like it's definitely going to maybe drop a little bit more. I'm talking about a couple cents more before this actually starts booming. Okay. Now I never really got too deep into XRP, guys, but this time is really serious, right? This time it's literally going to rise. It might even come down a little bit more like that, just kind of in the wedge formation. But once this breaks through, guys, we're hitting target 2, we're hitting target 3. In fact, this literally could definitely rise to 60 cents before maybe some kind of drawdown, and then up to 80 cents. Okay. Now, this is my analysis on XRP. That's on a daily chart, so maybe it could take a couple of weeks for it to happen, but it's definitely possible. And especially at its price right now, it's actually ridiculous. Now, what else should I hop on, guys? So I heard somebody say gold. Now, with gold, like I said, I don't really trade gold too much. This trade over here is not valid. I already closed out in profit of that just because I wasn't too sure of that. But with gold, guys, looking at the daily, it's respecting that resistance as a floor, and it's very crazy how it's respecting it. So let's just go to the 1 hour. I actually didn't even look at this yet, so this is my first time looking at it with you guys. Okay, so immediately, right, what I notice is this. Immediately. Okay, you know what else I noticed? The opposing side of it. So what it looks like is gold looks like it's actually creating a formation, a wedge formation. And I would not be surprised if it just stays in that formation for a little bit more, maybe coming down a little bit and then rising up and then coming down for some kind of movement. Now, if it breaks up higher, you could see this hit up and then rise more. But if it breaks down lower, you definitely can see this tanking down. Now, I'm not really taking any specific trades on gold. Many of you know I don't really trade gold like that. I stick to my 3 favorite pairs and, you know, cryptocurrency, which is XRP. One of them I wanted to mention for you guys, SYS. Guys, you got to keep in mind, this is literally at 3 cents. It was at it was at $1, guys. So the fact that it's at this price is absolutely at its lowest it's ever been, which is absolutely insane. If you guys look at that chart, look at that, look at that. So it being at 3 cents is a steal. It's literally 99% off. So even if you buy the coin, which is, you can't trade this, micro trade it, but I can definitely see this rising up real soon. But I hope you guys enjoyed the market breakdown, and I'm looking forward to profiting from all these trades. Let me know what you think in the group chat, and you know, let's move on from it, guys. Make sure to sub and like this video, and let me know what you think in the comments below.